My name is James Flum. I'm the Deputy Project Director with the Missouri Department of Transportation, and this is the Improve I-70 Kansas City project. Phase 1 construction of the project, including the replacement of the 23rd Street Bridge and the building of the 25th Street Pedestrian Bridge, is now completed. We're in Phase 2 of the project now, and that includes the reconstruction of multiple bridges at 27th Street, at Cleveland, and at Lister, and then also the reconstruction of the Benton and Jackson curves is continuing. Last year, down here at Benton, our work really focused on the construction of the new alignment of westbound I-70. This included the placement of dirt to construct our fills and the construction of the new westbound I-70 bridge. Our focus over the past few months has been on reconstructing the ramp that will then connect from Truman Road up to westbound I-70. So you can see behind me this bridge superstructure that has been put up over the past few months to make that connection. Here on Indiana Avenue, at the southern edge of the Benton Curve improvements, the reconstruction of the westbound I-70 bridge has begun. Currently, westbound I-70 has one bridge that crosses over Indiana Avenue and then one bridge that crosses over railroad tracks. The future alignment of I-70 actually will shift to the east. This means that instead of having two separate bridges, we'll have one long bridge that will span Indiana and the railroad tracks all in one structure. The first work that's occurring here for the reconstruction of the westbound I-70 bridge is at one of our locations where our columns and foundations go into the ground. We have to install sheet piles to protect the slopes while we dig into the ground for the foundations in order to be able to keep the traffic on westbound I-70 flowing. The temporary shoring that's installed to protect the slopes is actually called sheet piles, and it's called that because they come in individual sheets that are driven into the ground. And so each of these sheets, as they're driven in, are interlocked together so that whenever it's all completed, it's all one uniform wall to retain the soil back. I'm here at Cleveland Avenue, where a bridge over I-70 used to exist. Over a weekend, we were able to come in, demolish the entire bridge, and then also start our excavation for our walls on the outside of the bridge. Due to the amount of rock and just the size of the walls that are in this location, it took longer than one weekend just to excavate, and so our crews are still down below hammering out the rock for us to excavate and be able to start the construction of our new walls. We also demolished the bridge at 27th Street, and we've started the reconstruction of that bridge at this point. This project has 15 bridges that have to be replaced through the corridor, and so we have to think about the sequencing of how these bridges will be constructed. So for the construction of the Cleveland Avenue Bridge and the 27th Street Bridge, we worked to make sure that the 23rd Street Bridge and then the work over Jackson was completed so that they were open so traffic could come through. Here at Jackson, the reconstruction of the eastbound I-70 bridge has completed. Now we're working off the ends of the bridge to start building up the dirt off the ends to be able to drive over it in the future. All of this work is being done in order that we can realign eastbound I-70 from its current alignment to the new configuration. You can see here at Lister that we're further along than we are at 27th Street and at Cleveland. We were able to demo these bridges several months ago, which has allowed us to begin the reconstruction on the outside edges over the winter months. We're into the next phases now where we're going to go into the median of I-70 and begin the construction of the columns and the footings there. On a project this size, it's not just bridges that we have to look at as a part of the project, but also other infrastructure. This includes drainage, and so things like manholes and drop inlets have to be replaced, and then we also look at how these connect with pipes to the existing network. So all of this is ran through our analysis to make sure that what we're constructing improves the corridor. Prior to the project, the pedestrian bridge here at Oakley was a chain link structure that went over I-70. We have now been able to come in over the winter months, demolish the old bridge, and begin the reconstruction of the new walkway that will look similar to 25th Street. A lot of projects have to shut down for the winter, but our crews have been able to continue with the winter that we got this year. This has allowed us to continue to make good progress on this bridge. With all of the work that we've been able to accomplish this year, the project remains on schedule. For more information, you can go to our webpage at modot.org and follow MoDOT KC on social media.